series where the Celtics fall down by 20, then rally and win. Well, they got the first part right in Game 3. Struggled a little bit on the back half. Shooters shoot. Joe Mazzulla not changing a thing. Fire away, fellas. Jalen Brown gets him going early. Then Jason Tatum, who has struggled in the first 2 games, did not struggle today. Derek White had 17 on the day. These are all falling. Then Brown, the kick out to Tatum. Again, straight on, knock it down. Celtics up 15 in the first. They're still going. Peyton Pritchard. Boston shot 86% from 3 in the first quarter. Tried to 86 the Knicks on their home court early. Up 16 after 1. To the second quarter. Knicks down 19 now. Karl Anthony Towns battling with Luke Cornett and comes away holding the hand, which was already wrapped a little bit. And then a little bit later, gets the shot to go and the foul. But again, grabbing at that hand after the play, and you see him saying, I broke it. He was asked about that post-game.
Did you get an X-ray or anything?
I'm going to let them tell you that. What happens in this locker room stays in the locker room.
I'll take that as a yes. Yes, I did get an X-ray. We'll see what happens. Under 3 minutes left in the quarter. Tatum again, straightaway 3. Celtics up by 20. Last minute of the half. Jalen Brown knocked in another one. He had 19. Celtics up by 25 points at the half, and they really never wavered. There was no comeback. There was no rally from the home squad. Peyton Pritchard again. New playoff career high with 23. Celtics by 29. Then the 38-year-old Al Horford defending his position. Here's Jalen Brown with the reaction to that block.
I got 5 kids. Yeah, Al, I got 5 kids.
Yes, Al does have 5 kids, really. He's productive on and off the floor. And then Brown to Tatum, his 5th 3, 22 points. Celtics a rout of the Knicks at MSG. No late wobbles, no let up for the champs in this one.
We won in the quarters, and we didn't have 11 live ball turnovers. But I can't stress to you the importance of not throwing the ball to the other team so they get out in transition. You don't get into the journey for it to be easy. So it's been dark, but in a good way.
Dark? How dark? Like, what's that mean?
I mean, like, you just got to tap into your darkness, and that's it. Like, so we got to do it. That's it.
You want to be special. If you want to be great, you got to win some games on the road. But more importantly, it's just about responding, right? We want to be perfect. We want to, win every game. But, I'm not perfect. And there's times where, I've needed to play better. I needed to do more. And, that's what comes with being, that guy.
Everything that we need to do has to be done with more intensity, more urgency, more force. Just from that standpoint, like, it's not anything schematically. It's more, do we want it? And tonight, obviously, that wasn't the answer. They're a great team. They have the experience. They're the defending champs. They have all that. I just don't think we want to be in the hole, a 20-point hole each game. It's not going to suit us well.
Boston's poor three-point shooting, very much a talking point through the first 2, but the Celtics knocked down 20 of 43s in Game 3. Back of the envelope math tells me that's right around 50%. It's also the Celtics' most makes in any playoff game this postseason. In the first 2, Boston made a combined 25 threes on exactly 100 attempts.
Inside our Los Angeles studios, earlier on Countdown, I'm not sure if y'all caught it, but there was a moment right before we went to break where I just asked a quick question. I said, hey, does the winner of Game 3 between the Knicks and the Celtics go on to win the series? And we all sort of said yes. Stephen A., the Celtics won Game 3. Now, do you think the momentum has shifted?
I think the momentum has shifted, but not completely. The Knicks still have a very, very good chance. I don't believe the Knicks can lose Game 4 and win this series, but the Knicks could still possibly win Game 4. They'll need to win Game 4 to have a chance to win this series. I believe if the Boston Celtics take both games in New York, it will seal the Knicks' fate, and the Knicks will lose this series. If the Knicks win Game 4, they can win this series.
Is this the worries of somebody who's just been tormented by the Knicks over years? Or
he's never really won.
That's fair. It's a combination of that along with the fact that Boston can go cold.
I agree.
That's true. Yeah, and they have gone cold twice. So can they go cold again? Well, look, Malik, I thought even before the game that the Celtics were still going to win the championship. So I had belief. I have more belief now. Obviously, they lose that game. Nobody's come back from 3-0. That's a whole different story. But they won, and they won resoundingly, and they started shooting the ball like they have all year. So for me, you're right, Stephen A. Game 4, are you going to be? Are you?
I'll be there.
Okay, so that helps the Celtics, I think. So I feel a little bit better.
How's it going to help them anymore? What helped them today? I wasn't there today.
Well, they'll probably play a little bit better. They'll see you sitting there. You're going to sit close. You can be able to see you. You can be
man, just go, man.
It was the others for the Celtics for me, right? I thought Jalen Brown, Tatum set the tone in the first half. They played some solid basketball, but Pritchard, Al Horford, Derek White, and Kristaps Porzingis, I thought that was the guys that actually bought it, right? You see Pritchard off the bench, 6th man of the year, the leading scorer in that game for the Celtics. On the flip side of it, how many times, like, if you know you're coming to a fight, how many times do you have to get punched first before you swing back? When are you going to throw the first punch? And that's what I'm thinking and seeing when I'm watching the New York Knicks. How many times are you going to continue to ease into basketball games? Like, the energy is low. And I'm like, oh, y'all at the crib. Like, what's going on?
They gave the Celtics life, and you don't give champions another chance. Yeah. And that Game 3 was not...
On their home turf, the New York Knicks took them out not once but twice. Excuse me, and now they are coming to Madison Square Garden. This is an opportunity to put the proverbial nail in the coffin. You got to smell it. You got to smell it, all right, and take it. That's what they got to do.
We're sorry you're stuck with us today, Stephen, as opposed to being in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, look at that graphic right there. So what does that say? 3-0 never happened. That tells me if the Knicks win this game, this series is over.
Yeah.
That's what's on the line. You know. And the Celtics, the fact that the Knicks win this game, history has said no team has ever come back. That means the end of the Celtics season if they lose this game right now, coming up. That would be a travesty. This Celtics team is a great team. And for the stars, Tatum and Brown, they have a supporting cast. We always say when the stars don't win, they didn't have enough help. They have enough help. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford, Porzingis, I know he's been hurt, but he's still pretty good, and they've had him most of the way. But look at these numbers. Tatum, 1 of 12 in the 4th quarter in this series. Jalen Brown, 2 of 14 in the second half of this series. The stars bring you home. I think the Celtics will. I think these stars will bring them home, but they put themselves in a spot where they have no margin for error.
But in an atmosphere like the one that we expect to be in Madison Square Garden, you played there, Perk. You played there as a member of the Boston Celtics. There's nothing quite like it.
No, not at all. But this right here, this is a different type of energy, right? You could feel it through the TV. You first team all NBAs, but a guy that also said he wanted to be an MVP. He wants to be the face of the league. Yeah. Right? You want another championship. You want to be Finals MVP. My thing is, get to the free throw line. All the greats, all the guys that I played with, they got to the free throw line. We watched the game last night. Donovan Mitchell, he got to the free throw line. He had 14 free throws. In that series alone, he has 44 free throws throughout 3 games. Jason Tatum is averaging 4.5 free throws. Nobody is going, Joe Mazzulla is not going to bench Jason Tatum if he decides to break the play or break the system and decides to attack. That's what he has to do.
Since you guys are diving into the numbers, let's get to it. It's time for our Fight for Victory, brought to you by Modelo. And I don't know if any of us saw this series going this way, but credit to New York because they've been taking it to Boston. It's been the sort of same story, both games, big comebacks, strong finishes for New York. They've outscored the defending champs by 22 points in the 4th quarter.